Why don't we look up giraffes in the Great Big Book of Everything and find out?
Good idea.
Excellent. Now, if we just find the page and...
It's the Great Big Book of Everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
I say, if we just...
Stanley needs the help. Don't laugh. Over told to laugh.
Yes. Now, as I was saying...
It's time to open up the big book, right, dude?
Yes, that's right. Dude.
Hey, I know. We could look up kangaroos in my Great Big Book of Everything.
That's a good idea, Stanley. When you need to find out about something, a book is an excellent place to look.
It's the Great Big Book of Everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
Are you quite finished?
And now Stanley's looking through to find a kangaroo.
Hey, I know. We can look in the Great Big Book of Everything.
Oh, I was hoping he'd say that. You can find out so much from reading.
It's the Great Big Book of Everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
That's quite enough of that, thank you.
Right now Stanley's trying to learn about a lion.
Why don't we check out the Great Big Book of Everything and see what we can learn about sharks?
Great idea, Dennis.
Now we just open it to...
It's the Great Big Book of Everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
You don't have to sing this every...
So Stanley, find the mark that helps you find a shark.
OK, Stanley, take out the Great Big Book of Everything and let's get this started so we can finally get some rest.
It's the Great Big Book of Everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
Must you sing that so loudly?
Information we will share and read all about a great big bear.
Maybe I need to learn more about bald eagles. From the Great Big Book of Everything.
It's the Great Big Book of Everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
Yes, yes, I know.
Stanley's gonna take a look to find an eagle in his book.
Whoa.
Let's see.
Now, I wonder where we could find that out. Right, we could look in the Great Big Book of Everything.
Dude, did I hear somebody say the Great Big Book of Everything?
Yes, I was simply saying...
The one with everything inside.
Well, yes. You see, I was just saying that we could...
Shall we, Harry?
After you, Elsie.
It's the Great Big Book of Everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
I do wish they wouldn't interrupt me like...
Let's read about the fellow who's called an armadillo.
Hey, little fish dude. Cool song, right?
Oh, boy. Wonder where we could find out more about hermit crabs.
I think it's time to check out the Great Big Book of Everything.
Now, why didn't I think of that?
I'll get the book right now.
Careful, Stanley. Try not to wake up.
It's the Great Big Book of Everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
You two sounded better when you were snoring.
We think it's really fab to learn about a crab.
Come on. I've got to find out more about frogs, and fast.
The Great Big Book of Everything?
Exactly.
Oh, good. You know, there's no better way to learn about an animal than to...
It's the Great Big Book of Everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
Where in the world did you come from?
Stanley has a cat and dog who needs to meet a frog.
But I know how we can find out.
How?
You're sitting on it.
The Great Big Book of Everything.
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
Are you quite finished?
Stanley heard a growl, now he wants to read an owl.
Whoa.
Oh, I get it. You want me to think like a cat. But before I can do that, I'm going to have to know a lot more about them.
Then it's time for...
The great big book of everything.
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
Harry!
I hope this little ditty will help us find a kitty.
I think there's only one place to find out.
Yeah, the great big book of everything.
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
Must the two of you always sing that song?
We think that you can easily
Learn to swing like a chimpanzee. Aha!
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
Are you quite done?
The desert's getting hotter. We need to drink some water.
If you really want to know, let's go into the polar bear's world.
Yeah, let's do it.
Now we're going online to find out everything. We'll surf the internet for the answers it can bring.
Why don't you two just sign off?
The World Wide Web's the way to go to find the things we need to know.
Cool. Let's find out more about the humpback whale. Aha!
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
I do wish they would stop that.
Stanley knows the book won't fail to teach him all about the whale.
But we can find out more in the great big book of everything.
Yes, the sloth.
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
As I was saying, the sloth is...
Sloths don't ever worry, 'cause they're never in a hurry.
Where am I going to get an octopus?
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I am if you're thinking.
The great big book of everything.
It's time for
Our song!
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
Oh, brother, must they sing this?
Stanley's doing a show for us, but first he needs an octopus! I say we should check it out in the great big book of everything.
Hey, go back under the bed. I can handle this. And I don't need any sour note singing to...
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
I am so tired of this rotten singing.
We're gonna find the animal which is known to be the ostrich.
Where do you think we should go to find out about dolphins?
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
Certainly wish you two could communicate without those words.
Stanley thinks it will be great to see dolphins communicate.
Hey, that's right. Maybe we should check it out in the great big book of everything.
And for once, our singing friends are nowhere in sight.
the great big book of everything?
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
One would think the two of you would outgrow that ridiculous song.
Open the book and look right in and see how snakes can change their skin.
Hey, I've got an idea. Why don't we look in the...
Wait, dudes, we just had the strangest feeling that somebody was about to mention the Great Big Book of Everything.
Yes, it's the oddest sensation. We just have this overwhelming desire to...
Sing!
Oh, all right, if you must. Stanley, get the book.
One Great Big Book of Everything coming right up.
It's the Great Big Book of Everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
How about finding a guide to voice lessons?
Stanley's gonna look to see what his costume's supposed to be.
Well, I hope you're satisfied.
Why don't we look in the Great Big Book of Everything? Maybe we can narrow down your choices some more.
Good thinking, Stanley. The big book has pictures of all kinds of animals.
Now you're talking, Stanley.
Hit it!
It's the Great Big Book of Everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
Must you sing that every time?
You need to find the perfect pet. Read the book, it's your best bet.
Say, Stanley, do you know how fast the cheetah can run?
Let's find out.
What? No song?
If we sang it every time, it wouldn't be a surprise.
Yes, that's true. Maybe we need to learn more about cheetahs and not your savannah speeders.
You think?
Care for another trip into the Great Big Book of Everything?
Yeah.
Remember, cheetah starts with a...
Surprise!
Oh, no!
It's the Great Big Book of Everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
I do so love surprises.
Stanley wants to win a race. A cheetah in front he must chase.
Let's find out.
It's the Great Big Book of Everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
Maybe you two would be happier outside, singing with the band.
What will Stanley seek out next? He'll find Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Yes, and I'm sure we could find out about some other animals that live together too.
Let's do it. Let's find out.
Great!
Let's see now. Not without us, you don't.
Yeah, we want to find out, too.
Then let's look at...
Now we're going online to find out everything. We'll surf the internet for the answers it can bring.
Don't you ever get tired of singing?
The brothers Griff are feeling this, so let's look up symbiosis.
Why must they do that? Well, I think a trip to the Great Big Book of Everything.
The Great Big Book of Everything? Hey, let me help you with that, dude. I'll push it right on out of there.
Isn't he helpful?
Extremely. Now, as I was saying...
It's the Great Big Book of Everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
Again?
Stanley, it is wise if you learn how to disguise.
Oh, what's that? Oh, finished already?
Come on, Dennis.
Yes, into the computer.
Not before our song.
Now we're going online to find out everything. We'll surf the internet for the answers it can bring.
You two are skating on thin ice.
Penguins have some traits that could put you into space.
But let's see what beavers do to build a lodge.
The Great Big Book of Everything will show us.
It's the Great Big Book of Everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
Well, aren't we eager beavers?
Here we'll see a diagram of how a beaver builds his den.
Oh! Stanley, what was that laughing bird?
Let's look it up.
It's the Great Big Book of Everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
Now that's not funny.
What was that funny sound we heard? Let's learn about a laughing bird.
Well, I'm not sure, but we can always check it out in the Great Big Book of Everything.
perfect guide.
This is growing tiresome.
I'm sure the great big book will show how long it takes for things to grow.
Sure. Check it out in... The Great Big Book of Everything.
The great big book of everything.
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
I was afraid they'd wake up.
In the book you will learn how a pigeon can return.
Let's go into the great big book of everything and see what they're like. Maybe we could even be prairie dogs.
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
This song is going to the dogs and the cats.
Prairie dogs are wild and free, and that's what Stanley wants to be.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I think so, Stanley.
Then let's go look it up in the great big book of everything.
Now let's get down to business.
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
A moment, please.
To find where his sneaker went, Stanley wants to find an elephant.
I'll never get used to that.
Stanley, I think we should investigate raccoons further.
Now we're going online to find out everything. We'll surf the internet for the answers it can bring.
The real mystery is how you two always show up.
A raccoon with a plan was inside the garbage can.
Hey, why don't we look up dogs in the great big book of everything?
A fine idea, Stanley. In fact, in honor of the holidays, I will personally sing the Great Big Book of Everything theme song.
Cool, dude. Me.
It's
the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
Doggone it!
The big book should include lots of stuff on little dude.
Pretty cool song, eh, little dude?
Yes, quite clever.
No, I mean this little dude. Not you, little dude.
But I thought you said... Oh, never mind. I'm sure I'll regret this in just a moment, Harry and Elsie, but it's time to take a closer look. Ready, Stanley?
Yep. Ready, Harry?
I was born ready, Elsie.
Now we're going online to find out everything. We'll surf the internet for the answers it can bring.
Oh, just get on with it.
Time for us to go to where monkeys live and so.
You know where you can find out?
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
Where did you two come from? You were just downstairs.
Stanley's sick and that's no joke, but wants to run like an antelope.
I think that's quite enough.
That's why I'm gonna get the great big book of everything.
Whatever you do, don't wake up Harry and Elsie.
I won't.
I truly don't want to hear them sing that song of theirs. Do you?
Dad didn't see the mess, did he?
Not yet.
Good. I've got to find an anteater quick. Let's see. Anteater starts with A. That's easy. It's the great big book of everything with everything inside.
Stanley!
Oh, sorry. I guess I'm just used to it.
I believe there's a book we could look into to find the answer to your question, Stanley.
Oh, yeah. Let's check out...
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
I am so terribly sorry.
Time to pee, it is not far. We'll find out where the parrots are.
Let's Let's find out.
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
Great. Now I won't be able to sleep.
Lester likes gorillas best, so now he'll find out how they rest.
I'm not sure, Dennis. But I know where I can get sure. The great big book of everything.
Great idea, Stanley. But wait a second. Phew. No sign of Harry and Elsie.
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
Hey, I can't see anything. Oh, but maybe that's a good thing.
Stanley wants to stay and play the way a sea lion spends his day.
Perhaps we should look up earthworms in the great big book of everything and learn more about them.
Yeah, that's a great idea. I've got the great big book right here.
Dude! Did we hear you right?
Well, I'm not sure. I said, perhaps we should look up earthworms in the...
Yep, we heard him right.
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
Now, if we could just get back to business.
Learn about the worms, you'll see they're more than gross and wiggly.
Right. Where were we?
Okay, let's take a look.
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
I do hope you're done.
You can find out why caterpillars learn to fly.
I wonder how crocodiles get such big teeth. But I know where to find out.
Stanley.
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
Are you quite finished?
One thing will make Stanley smile, growing teeth like a crocodile.
Oh, wait a minute, Stanley. Are you sure you know what it's like to be a chameleon?
Yeah, where's the book?
Oh, my. Not again.
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
Hey, I can't see anything.
Changing colors can be fun. Just ask the cool chameleon.
I'd like to suggest that we turn to a certain book of yours to learn a little bit more about groundhogs, if you please.
Great idea, Dennis.
Hey!
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
This song of yours is utterly delightful. I adore hearing you sing it every time.
You do? Not! Whoa! I was freaked out for a minute there.
Me too.
Let's open the book, hooray, hooray, to find the star of Groundhog Day.
That's terrible. I've got to do something about that.
Well, before you do, why don't you learn all about them in the great big book of everything?
Okay. What
you doing, Stanley?
Oh, no. They're going to sing that song of theirs, aren't they?
I was just going to look up bluebirds and...
We know!
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
I simply can't understand why they love singing this song so much.
Now our Stanley's gonna look through to find a bird that's blue.
I'm not so sure about that, Dennis. Let's look it up.
Oh, please, don't sing that.
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
Not you too.
When we go inside, we'll see how to live in harmony.
Hey, I know a book that always gives us the true story. The great big book of... Harry and Elsie?
It's the great big book of everything with us. This book's the perfect guide.
Must be a full moon.
There's a new kid in school who thinks that wolves are really cool.
We never guessed, Stanley. We look it up.
You mean in...
The great big book of everything?
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
Why don't you two peanuts go back in your shell?
We'll do more than just eat nuts. Let's open up and find out what.
Maybe finding out a little more about goldfish will help us choose the perfect present.
Now we're going online to find out everything. We'll surf the internet for the answers it can bring.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
You go, girl.
Stanley, it's our wish that you learn about the goldfish.
Stanley, doesn't that look just like Elsie and Harry? Nah, couldn't be.
Let's find out more.
Good idea, Stanley. It's time for the...
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
Oh, so now you're awake.
These little ants are big and strong. Let's find out how they get along.
I don't know. Do you?
Not yet, but we could always look it up.
Yeah. If only we had the great big book of everything.
Here you go, dude.
Where did you two come from?
A pet store. Why?
Ah, forget it. Let's just hear the song.
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
Is it too late not to hear it?
From the book we'll learn the truth about the walrus and his tooth.
Thanks, guys.
No problemo, Stanley man.
See you back home.
I might know a place where you can find some answers about electricity.
Let's ask the lamp.
No, Harry. The lamp won't give you any answers.
How do you know? Have you asked it?
No, I haven't talked to the lamp recently. I was thinking more along the lines of a certain book with lots of facts.
The dictionary?
Oh, I give up.
Wait, I know. We should look in the great big book of everything.
Oh, no. Perhaps asking the lamp was a better suggestion.
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
I wish someone would shut off their power.
The lights are out and we can't see. Let's learn about electricity.
Well, thank goodness that's over. Perhaps not, but I believe there might be a reason for that. Maybe we should learn more about our charging friend, the rhino. Do you know where we can learn more about the rhinoceros?
Hey, I know. In the great big book of...
Wait.
What is it, Dennis?
Well, I was thinking maybe we could, keep this to ourselves. We wouldn't want a certain cat and dog to suddenly pop up singing a certain song, if you know what I mean.
Oh, sure, Dennis. No problem.
Yes, we'll keep it between us.
Yeah, dude. Just the four of us.
Oh, good. Just the four of us. Thank goodness. The four of us?
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
I wish I had something to protect my ears.
Charging rhinos have no fear and they don't need protective gear.
Lovely. There are?
It's true, Dennis. I saw it at the library today.
And if it was in the library, it must be in
The
great big book of everything.
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
Thank you for your concern, but if you'd like to cheer me up, you should stop singing that song.
Right, little dude. Hold on, Elsie. The way to cheer Dennis up is to let him sing the rest of the song.
No, that's not what I...
Come on, Dennis. Hit it.
Oh, all right then. If I must.
This bespoke learn to soar like a flying fish.
Oh, yes, right. Thank you.
Jane and I are going to look up panda bears in the great big book of...
Wait, not so loud. We don't want Harry and Elsie to... Oh, well, actually, I guess it's safe. We're well out of range. OK, then. Open the great big book and...
The great big book of everything?
What the... You weren't invited!
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
Stop it! Stop singing and go home this instant.
China is the country where we'll learn about the panda bear.
Right, thank you. Goodbye now.
Do they always do that?
Unfortunately, yes. Then might I suggest, before we spoil this extremely beautiful day, that we turn to a certain book I'm sitting on top of?
The great big book of everything?
They are here.
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide. Let's bring this quarrel to an end. Our dragons real or just pretend.
Come on, let's take the great big book of everything out to the yard.
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
Well, that part's over at least. Now get on with the goat part.
We're trying to think of a good rhyme for goat.
Well, how about boat?
Stanley needs to find a goat because he can't mow the lawn with a boat.
Quite right. Boats are very, very bad lawnmowers, aren't they? If an eagle picture was under the night table, what else do you think might be there?
An eagle?
The book!
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
Thank goodness Harry found it.
Never thought we'd find the book, but the best dog is all it took.
Here you go, dude. Told you we'd find it.
The best part about looking up roosters here is that we won't have to hear the song.
Don't count your chickens before they hatch, Dennis.
But how?
Now we're going online to find out everything. We'll surf the internet for the answers it can bring.
Shh! We're in the library! Oops. Shh.
Stanley needs to get awake. A rooster's what it's gonna take.
Where are you going now?
Biology class. See you, dude.
He can't be serious. Can he? Well, perhaps manatees and mermaids are more similar than you think. Might I suggest we find out by diving into a certain book?
The great big book of everything.
Yes, that's the one. And luckily, you know who aren't here to sing that dreadful... What?
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
Don't you think it's rather fishy how they pop up everywhere?
We'd like to find out, if you please, how mermaids are like manatees.
Since you didn't get the Pelly Pack, Stanley, why not spend some time with some real pelicans instead?
That's a great idea. Just don't sing that.
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
I'd like a ticket to nowhere, please.
He's the best, he's Stan the man. He'll learn about the pelican.
I know where we can find out.
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
Shh, shh.
Poor old dad is such a wreck because woodpeckers like to peck, peck, peck.
Well, I think I know where we might find the answer. In the great big book of everything. Stanley. Oh, I'll never live this down. But here goes.
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us, this book's the perfect guide. Let's find the cause of Harry's spell. The answers here is plain to tell.
Wow! I can't believe you actually sang it.
Yes, well, just don't tell anyone. Now, will you please look it up?
We need to look up nocturnal animals in the great big book of everything.
Oh, dear.
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us, this book's the perfect guide. Stanley's looking in the book for animals that are
Knock?
You know the word, don't you?
Nocturnal!
Yeah, that's it. What he's gonna learn'll be who and what's nocturnal.
Phew, that was hard.
You said it, Dudette. I gotta rest.
Me too.
First, I have to get my great big book of everything.
You have a great big book of everything, too? Of course she does. She's the one who gave me mine.
That's right, Stanimal. I gave you yours on your 4th birthday.
Yep, and I use it all the time.
So do I, Stanley. How else would we find out all about our animal friends? It's the great big book of everything, with everything inside.
She even knows the song, dudes.
Yes, but I'm not a very good singer. Do you think you and Elsie could join in?
No problem.
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us, this book's the perfect guide. It's Halloween tonight and that's a perfect time to look up that.
Time to look in the great big book of everything.
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us, this book's the perfect guide.
Oh, yeah, Daddy-o. Can we look in the book now?
Stanley wants to find a bird to help him make the sounds he heard.
It isn't? How does horsepower work?
Well, Stanley, I know a great big book that's got everything inside it, and I'm sure this book could tell you all about horsepower.
Oh, you mean that... You mean the great big book of everything?
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us, this book's the perfect guide.
Don't you two want to take a nice cat and dog nap?
Learn about a horse in the great big book of course, of course.
I wish the two of you would stop that horsing around. In fact, why don't we catch the next performance? Yeah, all we need is...
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us, this book's the perfect guide.
There's no way that could be called showing off now, could it?
If show-offs are what you request, but Peacock is the best.
Hey, maybe a flamingo can teach you how to do that, Mimi. Cool. All we have to do is look up flamingo in the...
Not so loud. You know what happens whenever you mention the you-know-what.
Do you know which?
You know. The great big book of everything. Oh, no. Me and my big mouth.
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us, this book's the perfect guide. No need to fall, just stand up tall. We'll meet flamingos one and all.
Well, I suppose it beats row, row, row your boat.
Did someone say row, row, row your boat?
Well, I guess we could sing that too. Ready, Harry?
Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream.
No, please, forget I said anything.
Perhaps we should use our time in the shade to learn about lobsters.
Okay, but how? I can't go back in the water.
I was actually thinking we could use a certain book.
The grip!
Wait! All right, the coast is clear. No sign of Harry or Elsie.
The great big book of everything.
What? Oh, you've got to be kidding.
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
I do wish they'd put this song in the deep freeze.
Stan can't play 'cause he's already learned about lobsters instead.
Ah, very well then.
And if we're going to meet a sawfish and hammerhead shark, then we're going to need the great big book of everything.
No singing! I will not have it! Stop your singing! Why aren't you two singing?
Not in the mood, dude.
Yeah, just don't feel like it.
Oh, well, how nice. Such a pleasant surprise. You know, actually, it feels rather strange not to hear it. I almost miss it.
Well,
If you want us to sing it.
No, that's not what I...
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
I hope I learn how to build a soundproof room.
Meet these fish and you will see how to build with carpentry.
Of course I blame myself.
Yeah, and all we have to do is look a spider in the...
No. Do we have to? I mean, it's been so nice and quiet just playing cards.
Don't worry, Dennis. Harry and Elsie are outside. They won't hear me if I say the great big book of everything.
Harry and Elsie are in the house.
Oh, no. Here we go again.
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide. If weaving webs is what you need, jump right in, it's here indeed.
Cool. So let's just look up pig in the...
No, please. Look, I'll pay you not to say it. See? You can have this lovely piece of gravel as long as you don't mention the great big book of... Oops.
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide. They play all day in mud and goo. These pigs know just what to do.
When will I ever learn? Good question. Perhaps the great big book might help.
the great big book?
The one with everything inside?
No. I'm ready.
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
Do you hear something? Me neither.
The raven pulled a sneaky trick. Now Stanley needs that camera quick.
We should look it up in the great big book of everything.
Well, I haven't seen Harry and Elsie all day. Have you?
I saw Elsie.
And I saw Harry. And we both saw...
The great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
Now this is scary.
Stanley saw some scary eyes. Could they be some fireflies?
Well, if you like, we could visit it in...
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
On the other hand, the rumour that I dislike this song is entirely true.
Let's open up the book and see an animal of mystery.
Actually, I believe honeybees do have a queen.
And I bet they're wonderful. Let's go into the great big book of everything and find out.
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
Oh, why don't you just buzz on out of here?
Let's open up the book and see what it's like to be a bee.
All right, I'll take you to the lemur leader. But first, we'll need something big with lots of pages.
I got it, dude.
That's what I was afraid of.
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
I wish they'd follow a leader who could teach them to see.
Inside our favorite reader, you'll find a lemur leader.
Maybe if we study zebras, we can figure out how we're supposed to tell them apart.
Great! So all we have to do is look in the...
Don't say it!
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
It's almost over. It's almost over.
To sort out zebras, please don't fight. The answer's here in black and white.
Really?
You'd be surprised at all the things hummingbirds can do.
Let's look them up and...
Don't say it! Don't say it!
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
Since we're looking up hummingbirds, why don't you just hum?
No, we gotta sing the words, dude.
Let's see what hummingbirds can do, even though they're small like you.
I guess cats and dogs are amazingly fast too.
Well, if it's not a bear, what is it?
Look, Harry and Elsie are sleeping. So why don't we take a quiet little trip into a certain book and find out more about koalas?
Okay.
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
They must be light sleepers.
A koala's not a bear, gee whiz. Let's see what it really is.
Oh, they're quite real. You can learn all about them by looking in... Ooh. Let's see if we can open it up just this once without... No!
Let's hit it!
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
Was there something you'd like to look up today, Stanley?
Well, I was wondering about seahorses.
Way cool! I love them!
You don't even know what seahorses are, Harry.
Yeah, I do. They're what sea cowboys ride.
It's times like this when I wish I were an only pet.
Let's read about the seahorse. See what kind of creature can it be?
I believe I know a way we could learn about capuchin monkeys.
Oh, right. We could look them up in
A book we have.
What kind of book?
Well, it's the great big...
Book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
Wow! You've got great animal helpers too, Stanley.
Some of us help. Some of us just sing.
Stanley, have you ever seen a monkey that's called Captain?
Well, the Tasmanian devil is...
I know. We should look it up in the great big book of everything.
No, we shouldn't.
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
I think I might throw a tantrum.
Samantha screamed and went boo. Let's find out who else does it too.
Let's learn more about them in the...
No!
Oh, wait a minute. What am I saying? We're certainly far enough from Harry and Elsie to avoid their usual serenade. In fact, the great big book of everything!
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
How about you two get lost at sea?
Levi's never wear a vest. To visit them, just turn to S.
Real, they're silly.
Perhaps we should learn a bit more about this remarkable bird.
Yeah.
Of course, the price we have to pay for that is listening to...
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
I'm just glad they're enjoying themselves. At least somebody's having a good time.
It's time to put the book to use by looking for the Kangaroos.
Maybe we should try looking up yak in the...
Don't say it! Please?
Don't worry, Dennis. We left Harry and Elsie back at home, remember?
Yeah, so you don't have to worry if I say... the great big book of everything.
Well, what do you know?
Sorry we're late!
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
Just when you think it's safe. Whammo!
We need to reach the mountain's peak. It's the yak we need to see.
Well, I know a book that might have the answer.
And I know what that book is.
Yes, my diary.
But is it a great big diary?
With everything inside?
Well, it does have all my thoughts on life. Especially how I feel about a certain song.
Dennis.
All right, hit it.
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
Dear diary, here they go again.
Stanley's gonna take a look to find some glasses in the book.
Great. Now, where did I put that book of fairy tales?
I know a book that'll have the tale.
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
Stop! Stop! I found it! I found it!
Stanley thinks his ears stick out, but this tale will help him out.
Hey, maybe Dennis is right. Let's look up duck in the great big book of everything.
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
Why can't those two ever get lost?
If you're lost and out of luck, jump right in and look up duck.
All right, then maybe I can get my energy back.
Billy, you said you felt as fast as a roadrunner before. Maybe a real roadrunner could help.
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
Jocks.
Stanley's tired and lost his speed. The roadrunner is what he needs.
I want to see one.
Me too!
Where can we find an X-ray fish, Dennis?
Oh, dear. What should I do? If I tell them where to look, they'll sing that wretched song. You know, it's the great big book of everything with everything.
Is Dennis okay?
What's he doing?
Oh, I get it. He's telling us it's in the great big book of everything.
Awesome, dude!
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
See? It's just as wretched as I expected.
To see an X-ray, that's our wish. Let's go find an X-ray fish.
So all I have to do is look up umbrella bird in the...
No, please. As if things aren't bad enough without having to hear that song again.
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
Would you look at these two? A couple of real trips.
When raindrops fall and thunder's heard, just look up umbrella bird.
Hey, look at us! We actually made it up here!
Yes, but it's pouring rain.
Yes, you might say it's raining on cats and dogs. Get it? It's raining on cats and dogs. Get it? Hello? Elsie!
say goodnight, Harry.
Good night, Harry.
Aren't you forgetting something?
Right, the cow. Thanks, Dennis.
I know where we can get one.
The Great Big Book of Everything.
Oh, no.
It's the Great Big Book of Everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
No amount of ice cream is worth this.
Stanley missed the ice cream truck, but with the cow he'll change his luck.
Wow, you're right. So all we have to do is look up Vole in the Great Big Book of...
Shh. I think you know who and you know who are listening.
Ooh, you mean Harry and Elsie? It's okay, Dennis. They love it when I say the Great Big Book of Everything.
Did someone say the Great Big Book of Everything?
Oh.
It's the Great Big Book of Everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
Can't they ever sing anything else? I'd even take Happy Birthday.
There's no more trips on empty bowl. Let's jump in and look up Vole.
They certainly do. And I'd be happy to show you if you'd like to step inside a certain book.
Okay.
Well, aren't you going to sing?
Nah, not today.
Why not?
We could never sing as beautifully as the nightingale.
Really? You mean you're not going to sing that annoying song anymore? Oh, hooray!
Just kidding. It's the Great Big Book of Everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
I knew it was too good to be true.
A nightingale takes lessons too and has to practice just like you.
All we have to do is look it up in the...
Can't we just go there without actually having to say it?
Say what?
You know, the Great Big Book of Everything.
Dennis, did we just hear you say the Great Big Book of Everything?
No, I didn't. Oh, dear.
It's the Great Big Book of Everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
Me and my big goldfish mouth. When will I ever learn?
Wingless flight is nothing new. Flying squirrels know what to do.
Shh. Let's not wake up Elsie. I'll just grab the great...
Don't say it.
What?
If you say it, I'll have to sing. And I don't want to wake up Elsie.
Okay, Harry.
Elsie should take a cat nap more often. Now we can take out the Great Big Book of Everything and...
It's the Great Big Book of Everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
How foolish of me to think I could avoid this. Silly fish, silly fish, silly fish.
Rhino keeps on playing tricks. Perhaps a fox will be the fix.
Hey, Dennis, do you think that's the answer? Maybe I should look up Jackrabbit in the Great Big Book of...
All right, the coast is clear. Just keep your voice down, all right?
Okay. Do you think I could get better at hide and seek if I looked up Jackrabbit in the Great Big Book of Everything?
Oh, dear.
It's the Great Big Book of Everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
Just when you think it's safe, they sing. They always sing.
If you need to run and hide right now, the Jackrabbit will show you how.
Why don't we go see for ourselves?
Yeah, in the Great Big Book of Everything.
It's the Great Big Book of Everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
I wish they'd make like that, plant and leave.
Getting picked on is no fun, but two fish are stronger than one.
Perhaps Perhaps we should all learn a bit more about mandrills.
I agree.
Me too!
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
Perhaps you two would like to live in an exhibit.
Should we set the mandrills free and find out where they'd like to be?
Guess we've done our job.
Yeah! Race you back home!
Whoa! Who do you think's gonna win?
Oh, silly, silly Lester. I'll tell you what. First thing in the morning, we'll look it up in the great big book of... Oh, no. Everything.
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
Or we could just look it up now.
2 branches are for horses, so wire up Brachiosaurus.
Bone. That didn't quite work.
It's late. We're tired.
Well, to find out more, we'd have to...
Does this mean...
I think it does.
Maybe if I act like it doesn't bother me, they won't do it. How wonderful! I can't wait to hear that beautiful, not at all irritating song.
Don't worry. We're not going to sing the usual song.
Reverse psychology. Works every time.
This setting calls for a country spin.
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
Yee-haw.
Learning will prepare you, so horses will not scare you.
There it is, the great big book of everything.
Oh, no! Here comes that song!
Where's Harry? Where's Elsie?
Where's the song?
Maybe this is a clue.
Hello, Stanley. Harry and I are searching for a good place to bury his bone. If you happen to need the great big book of everything, just keep playing this tape.
Uh-oh.
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
At least they can't finish the song. They don't know what we're looking for.
We don't know what you're looking for, but the book will help complete your joy.
I should have known better.
We can still find him. Let's try to think of where a hamster would want to go.
Great big book of everything might have some answers.
What did you say, Dennis?
I said the great big book of everything.
What did you say?
The great big book of everything.
What?
I said the great big book of everything.
Oh, the great big book of everything.
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
I want to run and hide.
The hamster got away. Now let's find out where he wants to play.
Well, oh, wait. I have an idea. Why don't we...
Look up oysters in the great big book of everything.
You took the words right out of my...
Cowabunga!
Huh?
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
Just when you thought it was safe.
Let's find out how oysters dwell inside a protective shell.
Surf's up. Gotta go.
Later, dudes.
There is such a thing, but they're not all that easy to find. May I suggest we take a trip into the great big book of everything?
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
You know, I'd be thankful for a day without hearing that song.
Everywhere we'll turkeys, we can see it there and then.
But there aren't any bison around here, are there?
I know one way to find out. And if we're quiet about it, no one else needs to know.
You mean the great big book of everything?
Ixnay, ixnay.
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
Oh, how I wish they'd run out of song lyrics.
Let's find out if Bison roamed round the place called Stanley's home.
But Dennis, I saw a falcon. Are you sure they don't live here?
Well, I know where to find out. And since Harry and Elsie are at Mimi and Marcy's for the weekend, it's safe to say it. The great big book of everything.
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
Dogs and cats are not allowed in this building. Security!
Stanley's feeling down and out. Can a falcon help him out?
Gotta run! Mimi's having a tea party, and she's making crumpets. Yum!
Dennis, do you think we should look in the great...
Don't say it.
Don't say what?
Don't say the great big book of everything.
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
Did you ever have one of those days?
Stanley's friend is very shy. Let's go ask the turtle why.
Well, I know a little bit about sheep, but...
But you can think of a book that knows a whole lot more?
What's the name of that book again, Dennis?
Oh, no, you don't. You two are trying to trick me into saying the great big book of everything. Oh.
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
I don't believe it. A barber sheet quartet.
Turn to S, you'll find out there why people like to cut sheep's hair. Shave and a haircut, 2 bits.
Well, Stanley, I think what we need is a little more information about coral. I think what's called for is a trip into the, great big book of everything. Oh, what am I worried about? We took 2 airplanes and a taxi to get here. There's no way Harry and Elsie are around. They're still at home with Marcy and Mimi.
Somehow I knew we'd need this while we were here.
Hey, Stanley, you've got an email.
Email? For me? Cool.
Email?
It's all yours, little bro. I've got to take a shower and brush my teeth and stuff. Might as well be clean if I'm gonna be cursed.
Just a minute, Dennis.
Stanley, wait!
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
Oh, maybe I'm cursed.
We thought we'd send this song to keep for solving mysteries of the deep.
Shh. Maybe if we're very, very quiet, we can do this without waking them up.
The great big book of everything has to have something about those birds in it.
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
Even in their sleep.
Let's find some cedar waxwing news. Now let's get on with our shoes.
There's only one way to find out. Let's check out New Zealand and the great big...
Don't say it, Stanley.
Say what?
The great big book of everything.
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
I know a dog and a cat who are definitely not musical.
New Zealand is the place to go to learn about the croquet code.